You know what's funny? Most people spend their entire lives trying to be happy and never stop to ask one important question. What if happiness is something you create, not something you chase? See, that's why I love this quote from Robert Ingersoll. Not because it's religious, not because it's spiritual, but because it's practical. He said, "Happiness is the only good. The time to be happy is now. The place to be happy is here. The way to be happy is to make others so." Now, that is one of the most beautiful philosophies of love I've ever heard. Because most people think love is a feeling. I don't. I think love is an experience you create for another human being. People think happiness comes from money, status, followers, attention, winning arguments, being right, getting their way. But have you noticed? Some of the most miserable people on earth are people who only think about themselves. Everything revolves around them, their pain, their needs, their ego, their offense, their image, and somehow they're still unhappy. Because human beings were not designed to live emotionally isolated lives. We are social creatures. Our nervous systems literally respond to love, connection, laughter, touch, emotional safety, kindness. That's why when you help somebody, you often feel better yourself. Your brain rewards connection. This is something I teach couples all the time. Love is not just, I have feelings for you. Love is, how do you experience me? Do people feel safe around you, judged around you, criticized around you, inspired around you, peaceful around you? See, some people say, I love you, but being around them feels like emotional warfare. That ain't love. If every conversation feels like tension, criticism, walking on eggshells, that relationship becomes emotionally exhausting. But people who intentionally create joy, peace, encouragement, understanding, those people become magnetic. Now, some people hear this philosophy and think, so we're supposed to become people pleasers? No, that's not what I'm saying. You should still have boundaries, standards, self-respect. But there's a difference between living for approval and intentionally trying not to make life harder for everybody around you. Some people enter every room carrying emotional pollution, negativity, drama, anger, chaos, criticism. And they wonder why nobody wants to be around them. Meanwhile, the people who make others feel seen, heard, valued, safe, those are the people everybody remembers. And honestly, I think Ingersoll may have been onto something profound. Maybe morality is simpler than we make it. Maybe the question isn't, are you holy? Maybe the question is, did you reduce suffering or increase it? Did people feel better after interacting with you? Did your spouse feel loved? Did your children feel safe? Did your friends feel encouraged? Did strangers feel respected? Because at the end of the day, most people won't remember your theology. They'll remember how you made them feel. And here's the irony. The people obsessed with their own happiness usually never find it. But the people who bring joy, peace, humor, comfort, love, the people that do that to others often become happier themselves. Why? Because purpose creates fulfillment. Connection creates fulfillment. Contribution creates fulfillment. And maybe that's what love really is. Not ownership, not control, not domination, not sacrifice until resentment builds, but intentionally making another person's experience of life a little lighter, a little safer, a little happier. So maybe Ingersoll was right. Happiness is the only good. The time to be happy is now. The place to be happy is here. The way to be happy is to make others so. That may be one of the most practical definitions of love ever spoken. Not magical love, not performative love, not Instagram love. Real love. The kind that improves somebody's actual life. And honestly, the world could use a lot more of that right now. So, if this video spoke to you, hit subscribe and share it with somebody who brings happiness into people's lives. And in the comments, tell me, who is someone that simply makes life better when they walk into the room?